Okay, I'm going to share my screen. So yesterday we are discussing about nth child of n, right? So here only we have passed, I think. So actually, nth child of n is nothing but it is any number. So if you write n means it doesn't understand that CSS compiler will not understand what is this n. So because of that, it will select all the elements in that div tag. Okay, so what I'm doing now. So instead of we can do the mathematical calculations like 3n plus 0. So I want to select every third element in the list. Plus 0 is not enough. Okay, you can do like this also. First and first of type again. Pawan Kumar. Simple here. See here. In this div class parent, first child means this is the first child and div is also first child only. Why? Because P is the one paragraph element. In that, I have like two childs are there. Okay, you can tell two P's are nothing but males. Okay, if is the parent now. In that parent, paragraphs are the two males, and the divs are the two females. In that first child means we will consider in that females. This is the first child, and this div also first child only. Okay, it will consider actually CSS compiler will consider if you have spans also, you have three spans. Whenever you are selecting the first child, colon first child means what it will do, it will select the span also. Okay, but we have one more is there. So to avoid this type of uh, confusions, again CSS introduced a new selector that is type. So first child of type. Okay, first child of type. If you write P colon first child of type means then the P in that P there are three are there, right? In that first child will select. If div colon first child of type means div will select. If you are not mentioning anything like P or div or span, you didn't mention anything. You just written div is the parent and space colon first child of type. You have did like that. In that cases, what it will do, what CSS compiler will understand, this div is there, right? So that parent div, what are the types of these parent divs are there, right? So it will search with that div only. Number of div elements are there, right? So it will search for that div element. Okay, that div elements is exist. In that first child, it will select and it will give you the first child. Okay, that first type of child, it will select and it will give you that. Okay, this is the best example actually. Okay, only you can remember that you have one div tag inside that five paragraphs, five span tags, five and div tags you have. In that first child means first paragraph tag, first div tag, first span tag will come. Okay, but in this 15 you want only the type of div. Okay, particularly for the in that paragraph, first paragraph child you want. Okay, in that case, you can write P colon first of type. Okay, P colon first of type. Okay, then you will get first paragraph, first element. Okay, next div. So I have div five div tags. I have, right. In that first div tag I want select. Then in that two ways we can write directly div colon first of type. Then we will get the first div tag. Otherwise, div space already parent is div only, right? So it will take defaultly the parent div tag child element and it will give you the result. Okay. So don't confuse that. That is very simple. Yesterday just a little bit we have confused, but there is not at all required the confusion. Okay. I clearly mentioned, right? First child means otherwise you have siblings like okay, your big father children are there. Okay, your small father children are there, and your father children are there. Actually, three are there, right? First child means your big father first child, and our father first child, my father first child, and small father first child is there, right? These three are first childs. Okay, will get first. These three childs will get. If you mention specifically that you want only your small father children, okay, then you will get that only. Okay, but if you mention specifically that small father first of type, okay, then you will get the first child. So that is the concept. You can easily understand that concept. So that's next. From after completing the first child, similar to last child also. Okay. How we are getting the first child, last child also similar. Colon last child means we will get last child. All. Last of type means we will get same. Last of type children will get. And next nth child of n. Okay, nth child of n. I told yesterday I told, but nth child of 3n. So what I am doing here. So in that div tag, one, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What I written here, 3n means every third element. Okay, every third element in the list you can select. Okay, 3n means 3n. Every third element in the list you can select. If I will write 2n, every second element in the list you can select. Okay, then if I'll select, save this and refresh this, you will get, see, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, means even. 2n means even. You will get even. You want odd numbers, like, okay, then like this also we can write like 2n plus 1. Okay, 2n plus 1 means we will get odd numbers only, right? We will get. Now if I'll refresh, you go 1 2 3 third element, and 1 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 2n plus 1. First 0 will come, right? First element we need to select 2n 1. Okay, yeah. First element, first one, right? 2 plus 1 3. Third element it is selected. Next to 2, 2 plus 2 4 5. I think we can, that we will do with another thing. It here you can, like, every fourth element you want that fourth element here. Next fourth element is not there. Okay, but you want to select last child, right? We have one more is there, nth of last child. Okay, so n we have written, right, n minus 1. Again the same thing. You can see now, actually nth child of 2n means from here to it will select this one, right? This child it will select, it need to select, but now this one is selected because this last child is there, right? This is from last, means from the end it will do that. This is first child and this is okay, next one, and this is 1 2 3 4. So every second element it is selected. Okay, 2n, like that. Nth child of 2n means it will select from the top to every second element. Nth child of last child, nth of last child means it will select from the end to starting. Okay, this you can prepare this. Actually, mostly we'll have the nth child of, directly we can mention nth child of 3. Okay, nth last child of 1. If you mention this, what you will get, last child you need to get actually. Is one. Okay. So we got the nth child of 2. Sometimes it is considering this, sometimes it is not considering. Okay, while what we will do with this. Now I'll refresh. Okay. Without confusing, all div tags only I'm giving. Okay. See here. Because of that paragraph elements are a little bit confusing, but actually mostly these type of things we'll use in the lists only, ULLIs only. In that LIs we will not get any another element, right? We will not get any another element. And table TDs also, only TDs we will get. Any other element we will not get actually, because of that paragraph element, right? Everything is disturbing. Now it is clear. See, nth last child of 1 means I will get last child in the in that div, in this div I will get, but all these elements should be similar elements. So all the divs only in that last child is there, right? If nth last child of 1 means I will get last child. 2 means I will get last child of 2, not nothing but 1. Okay, like that I will get. If instead of that last child I will write nth child of 2 means I will get second child. Okay, nth child of 1 means I will get first child. Okay, next. Then like nth child of 6 means you will get the sixth element. Okay, but from the bottom to top you need to search. In that case, nth last child, nth last child of 6 means from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sixth element. Okay, like that we will select 2n, every second element in the list. Okay, 2n means first, uh, what it is doing, it is reversing, right? Okay, 2n plus 1 you can do. Okay, 2n plus 1 is for even numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, every second element. If 2n means every like 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay, odd numbers it is selecting 2n, 2n plus 1. Okay, 2n means odd numbers will select, and 2n plus 1 means even numbers will select. Okay, like this, based on that this condition that will work. 2n, 2n plus 1, it is reverse, right? But 2n minus 1. Okay, still that same. Okay, so this is the nth child of and nth last child. So first child first of type, last child last of type. You have you're clear, right? Actually this mostly nth child of means where we will use, you want to apply the background color or color for the second element, third element, fourth element. Okay, otherwise last element. In that cases only last but one you will use that nth child of things. Okay, so nth child of, well, first element means 1, nth child of 2, nth child of 3, nth child of 4, nth child of 5. Okay, nth child, nth last child of 1, nth last child of 2, like that you can write. Okay, in that cases. But you have like one table is there, in that every event TDs you want to select, and nth child of 2n plus 1 you can write. Every odd numbers you want to select in the list, nth child of 2n you can write. For that odd numbers will select. Okay, so these are the things you can remember in this nth child of things class. Next, the next one is we have read only. I'm taking two input text boxes. Okay. So this text is read only text. You already prepared, I think, that read only attribute in the form element. Okay, what it will do, it will enter the text values, but we can't edit the text values. Okay, this is general text box. We can write and we cannot write. But so I want to style here read only elements with the background color little grayish. In that cases, we will do what we will do input colon, okay, read only. So some background color, little grayish, right? Yes, see, instead of that, yes, yeah, I have it. Okay, like this. Now I got the background color for the read-only field. I didn't get for this one. So because this is not a read-only field. I want for not read-only fields also, we can apply the background color. How will apply? Colon, read write. We have read write. So we can read and we can write in the text boxes. That text boxes, generally that is default behavior only, right? If you are writing the text box means defaultly we can read that text box value, we can write the text box values. Okay, for that I'm applying the background color, some green. Now you can see that this one it got the green color because this we can read and we can write also. So instead of here, if I'll apply read only here also, inside this, I'm applying the read only here also. Then that grayish color is applied here. Okay. But instead of here, disabled. Okay. So disabled means here read and write. We can override here. Okay, read and write. So to style that disabled elements, I think we already seen input colon disabled. In that cases, actually disabled conditions, you want to apply some background color for the disabled elements. Yes. Instead of that, some gray we can apply. Instead of okay, green yellow. Now input colon read and write. Input colon disabled. This one is disabled only, right? Right? It is applied. Okay, I didn't refresh, I think. Okay. So to style the disabled fields, to style the read-only fields, to style the normal text boxes also, we have three types are there. These are the first one is read-only text box. It will style the read-only text box, and it will style the general text boxes. It will style the disabled text boxes. Okay, if the text box is disabled, not only check box, not only input text box. Okay, for the buttons also. Okay, for suppose if you are written here one button, okay, input type equal to button, and that button is disabled, and value something submit. Okay, now you can check that button having the background color, there is green L. Okay, with that background color applied because this button is the disabled. Here we didn't specify the type, right? Because of that default, it taken as a all the input types. If you specify here, particularly if you have specified that type equal to text by using the event attribute. Only for text boxes only, you want to apply that greenish yellow background color. Here that the button I didn't apply it, right? This is default browser behavior. For the default disabled buttons, it will give you that this only. Even if you are not applying any color. Okay, like this, the read only, read and write, and disabled. And we have one more input colon check. Okay, input colon check. This I think yesterday, this one I already completed. Input colon check. Okay, input colon we have required. Input colon required. So input colon required. I want to apply the background color red. Red means this field is required. So I have this text box is right. I'm removing the disabled now. So I didn't get. I got the read and write this background color green. I got right now. What I'm doing, I'm applying this input text box required. Okay. Now you can see that. Okay, input colon required background color red is there, so that red color is applied. So whoever having the attribute required in the form elements, that will get the input colon required. If you use that background color or color, whatever the CSS properties you are applying there, it will apply. Okay, this is input colon required. And input colon invalid, we have invalid. Okay, we have input column valid means all the text boxes default if you are not entering also, and if you are entering correct value, that is valid. So what I'm doing, I will show you both background color. So input colon. Okay, I will take one more here. In what I'm doing, input type equal to email. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is I'm entering the email in the text box. If I'll enter wrong email, okay, not in correct format, email format, then I will get the red color, red background color. Whenever I have entered the right email, then I will get the background color green. Okay, this I'm trying to do now. So in that cases, what I'm doing, input colon invalid, then background color I'm applying the red. So input colon valid. If that is valid, background color, I'm trying to apply the background color. Some okay, I will change to the some another. Okay, this one. Always red and green instead. So here to remove that confusion, okay, we'll apply the okay brown color. Will apply. I think this is all similar to only. Okay, that brown color big invalid because it didn't enter the email right. It is invalid. Still, I'm applying. But first it will applied. Okay, valid. So this one is this color is applied. I told you right. If you are not entering, that is while starting, we will get the valid only for the text boxes for this email. You are entering test. It is became background color brown. It is became okay instead of that. Okay, will change. Will change to the okay. This color will change. I'm refreshing that. So default this color I have the this violet pink I have. Then what I am doing, I'm entering the email. It became this color. You can see that invalid, right? So because of that, it became this color. At the rate I have entered test. So whenever I have entered that, it is changed to valid color. Okay, if you remove this at the rate symbol, so you will get the dark gold like this color. This is applying because this input, this email is invalid. If I will enter test at the rate, you can see now it is became the valid input now. So like that, invalid and valid. We can have invalid and valid. Two type of selectors we have. We can select invalid and output, like invalid output, and we can change the colors like that. We can change, and we'll see one more we have. Okay, input colon in range and out range. Yesterday I told you right, in range and out range. So for this purpose, what I am doing, I am taking input type equal to number. I am taking okay. Input type equal to number max. So that max value is I'm giving 30. Input colon in range. If that text box it is in the in range. Okay, whatever the required range, the values are in the in range. We will get the background color blue. Input colon out range means that max value is there, right? If that number is existed, that max value means that is out of range. But our range is now max 30 means 0 to 30. You have entered any values, that is valid values only. That is in the in range only. That number input type number values in range only. Whenever you have entered 31, that is out of range, right? Then I want to show you the background color. So some different color will apply. Yes. Now here in range, right? 0 to 30. Currently it is 0, right? I'm entering 10. That is in range only. Now I'm entering 20, 27. That is in range only. Because of that in range only, background color blue we got. Now what I am doing, I'm entering here 31, 30, right? Still we can enter 35, right? See now. Whenever you have entered that 35, that is out of range. So dark salmon, this background color, here it came this background color. Okay, dark salmon, because this is out of range. Okay, out of range. In range. In range means if I'll apply 30, that is in range only. If I'll enter 31, that is out of range. Okay, this is input colon in range, input colon out of range. These are the two types. Okay. These all we are used for styling the form elements. Okay. Uh, you will get almost all attributes you got like in range, out range, valid, invalid, checked. Okay. And empty we have checked and empty. Okay. If it is not checked, empty values. If you want to select the empty values, we'll select. Okay. And we have one more is there. That is for paragraph. Paragraph. This is the paragraph P, and we have one attribute is the language attribute. Okay, I have English. I'm taking here the language is equal to attribute. This is the actually optional only. Still, you can select that instead of this here en. I'm writing the te. Okay, this is the paragraph, and this language is the te language. Okay, where this te language will helpful is whenever you are running in the browser, right? Some browsers will take this TE language. That is the option they have in the TE language. Okay, from US language types we have different type of language type that you want you can see. Okay, English, US English. Okay, like UK. Okay, UK English like that we have. Currently, what I am doing, I'm taking TE. Anything that inside that you can write anything. To select that, what you can do p colon lang of what you have written t, right? T, and a text to background color you want to apply that, and you can change it to the sub for. So like this it will select here instead of that. So t I have written, right? En that is English. So it is not selected because here I have selected for t only en. If you write here en, you will select that paragraph. Okay. So these are the remaining pseudo classes, and we have pseudo element classes. We have 4 pseudo element classes that are, uh, for suppose you have one div. Okay, div, and this div is CSS. Okay, instead of that div, you can write H2. Okay, now this CSS is there, right? So this for this CSS, I want to add a some icon, or you can tell some text. So we have colon before and colon after. H2 colon before. Okay, inside that content. Okay, what I am doing to apply here, this one. So now you can check that CSS, that cap symbol is there, right? That cap symbol came here. Colon before means before it came. So what I will do, I'll copy, comment this. Okay, see, like this also we can apply, and this way also. Mostly we can use this for okay, colon before and colon after. We have two properties are there to apply some text, to add some text before the content or after the content, or to add here some icons. Okay, for mostly we can tell that if you have any company name is there inside the before the company name, you want to add some particular image. Okay, from the direct HTML also we can add, but this colon before it, if you add from here means you will get advantages, means that CSS directly you can add. Okay, that CSS you can add for the same element only, you can add that CSS. Okay, sometimes dynamically you need to append the divs. In that cases we can't append the images. Okay, so in that cases with the CSS, H2 colon before, H2 colon after. Okay, by using that, so instead of that here after, yeah, this content is there, right? Content means that what are the text you want to enter. So what I'm doing, starts. So see now. Okay. So instead of what I am doing after, instead of starts, see now. Before I applied stars and after I have applied the cap symbols. Okay. You can do like whatever you want. Here, this is content only, right? General content only. So that 1 2 is there, right? That 1 2 is applied here. Okay. So this is about colon before and colon after. I will show you later also where while you are developing many website, we will use this before and after properties. Okay. Don't worry about that. Just you can understand that before that content it will append that whatever we can write that it will append. After means after that it will append. Okay, this colon before and colon after. You can remember the real-time scenario where we will use this colon before and colon after. I will show you while we are developing a website. We will develop, right? I will take one website and I will develop that website, right? While developing website, in that any scenario will get that, I will understand that. I will show you here where we are using this colon before and colon after. Okay. Mm, so accordions, you don't know about accordions, but actually we will see later. Accordions, mostly accordion things. Okay, accordions and lists are there, right? Like selected drop downs are there, right? Yeah. Yes. The real time example is one select. The select is there, right? Select. Inside that option we will write like this. We will write, right? But here if you are writing any image, this is wrong actually. You can't write inside this image, like inside this option, you can't write image like this. You want to append a some for every option. You want to add a image before before that option. You want to add one image. Okay, every option. You can't write like this image and src. You can't write like that because it will not allow you that. It will give you error. Okay, that image is there. If you're still, what we'll do, we'll take one image, logo. Okay, logo.png, logo.png. See now. Okay, option one. Still that will not apply actually. Okay, that logo will not apply. Select, and we have one. This list are there. Where is that image? Where it went? Because it will not apply. The browser will not take this image. But still, you want to add a one image before every anything. You can write here one content also. Before you want to add some content, where that content will went. You can't write right here every option, but in this case only select option. So we already seen, right? Option is the child and select is the parent. Select colon option colon before. Okay, we have content, right? Content, and you can write here. Instead of that, what we will do? I'm adding the star symbol. Okay. Now I'm refreshing. Wait. Wait. Right. Wait. Apply how. Okay, sorry guys, that will apply in the jQuery only. I think. Not before and after for control refresh like that. Testing the. Okay, this is not a correct approach actually. Uh, by jQuery only, see here option with the jQuery only, you can do that thing. Mm, sudo live example you will see. Colon before example and CSS. Example CSS. Okay, we'll see that where we'll use this. See this actually. These all colon before only. Colon before colon before only. By using this, these images are there, right? Before lists, we are getting that. Okay. Simply what we will do instead of this UL, we can change it to the LIC. Sorry guys for about that. Option is not allowing. In the jQuery only, it will allow. I'm a little bit confused with that jQuery selectors and here CSS selectors. Now you can see that. Okay, you can see that for every list element, I have appended the star star. Okay, by using the before. Here we can append that also, and we can content. Okay, cap symbol. We can do this cap symbol also. We can append. Okay. Sometimes you don't require this dot dots, right? We already know to remove that dot dot. US list style type 9, none, right? List style type none. In that cases, our before elements only, it will act as a that star. We don't have specific element, right? Means for every list item you want star before the list item that we don't have in the list, right? So we'll apply like this star star star. We will get this. Okay. Here we can write some position relative. Okay. 5 picks like this. Then it will apply exactly at the center. Okay. Otherwise, how much it is? 3 picks. That things we'll see later. Okay. This position on top. Okay. These things we'll see later. But see, I'm appending, right? Star symbol before the element. Okay. Similarly, we can append after the list item also. We can append the some content also. In that purpose, particularly situation, we will use the and then symbol also we can apply. Sorry, here before only, right? After. Before star and after and then symbols. So like this, we'll use the before and after. After that, we have one more is there. That is P. This is simple paragraph. Okay. And now I want to, this is simple paragraph, right? So I want to make this first letter is there, right? T, first letter. I want to make the first letter bold. Okay. Bold, and I want to increase the font size also. How you can do that generally? So we'll do generally like for the first letter you can add span, and for the span you can do the styling. That things we can do, but by using simply first we have letter is there. First letter, for that first letter, what I'm doing here, font size I'm increasing. Font size generally it is 12 pixels. Now I'm increasing to the 20 pixels. This is also paragraph only, right? Here it will increase, and this is the paragraph. Here also it will increase. Font size and the font weight also will increase. That these things we'll see next class, font weight, font size. Now you can see that T is now bold. Okay, T is now bold and font size 20 pixels, right? You can increase little more, 30 pixels. Okay, you understand, right? Now that first letter is increase the font size up to 40 pixels now, and the font weight is bold. And we can apply the color also here. So green color it is up. So that is first letter. And first line, we have one more is first line. In the paragraph, first line. I want to make 2 lines. Because of that, I'm increasing the text. Nothing. That's only. Here I have 3 lines, right? For this paragraph, I have 3 lines. I want to apply the background color. For the first line, I want to apply the background color. P colon colon first line. Some background color blue. Now we can see that. Here also first line background color it is blue color applied. Here also it is applied because here it is only one line only, right? So that is first line also that only first because of that here it is applied, and here also it is applied. The first line it is applied the background color, blue color it is applied. We can change it to the color also. We can change it to white color. Means text color that is that. So the text color is white. Okay, like this we can do. Okay, these are the colon before, colon after, first line, first letter, and first line. And we have one more is selection. Selection is nothing but, so if I'm doing like this, I'm getting the background color blue, right? Little blue and white is getting, right? This one, you can see that. I have selected the text, right? In this scenario, I don't want this default blue color. Okay, default color. When I'm selecting the text, I want change it to the yellow and white color. How we can select this? P colon selection. So background color I'm applying to yellow. Okay, color is white. Color white. Now we can see now. Okay, here if you're doing here, you are getting the background that only, but you can see here. Okay. Now the selection is changed, right? Okay. Here also the selection is changed. But for the list items, the default it is blue and white only because I didn't apply for that. Only applied for P. So I'm removing that P. For now, it will apply for every element in this document. Okay, you can see now. Whatever I'm selecting, that background color is changing to the white or yellow background color. Okay, this is about selection, colon selection. And we have one more is there, final selector is root, colon root. So colon root, this is the parent one. It is used to select the HTML background color. Yes, not at. Now you can see that entire document background color is changed to aqua color, right? Why? Because root means what is the root for this document? First tag HTML, right? So for that HTML, now that background color is applied. Okay, so that is colon root. So up to this, all the selector class is over. Okay, selectors. Now the small recap about selectors. First, and one more thing I need to tell you. Sorry, I forget that. So divs are there, right? For this divs, I am selecting, right? I am removing all this. that you need to understood clearly. Div class equal to some parent I'm writing. Is the parent content and I want to take one more div. This is div class child something. This is the child content. So still root is there, right? The background color aqua. Because of that background color, we got that. And for the paragraph, so we have written these selections, right? So this first line because of that. Okay. Now this background color first line for Casey and the selection and root commenting out. No problem. Now we first letter also will comment. Now I have here div class parent, I have here div class child. And what I am doing now at the parent, I need to select the parent. How I can select dot parent? I can select, right? By using the dot parent. So this dot parent I'm applying with 200 pixels. Okay. And height also 200 pixels. Some background color I'm applying. So only will apply. Next, that child. So background color. This is looking good. Now same width and height both are same. Okay. I got two divs. This is the parent div and this is the child div. Okay. First, we need to understand some conditions here. What are that means? Here width and height are there, right? Here width and height. Here width and height. Both are same only, right? So here what we will do, instead of writing width and height here and here, we can make a common class, right? We can make a common class that is okay common. You can tell that is common. And I'm adding the control X width here. Here we can remove, not required. Okay. Now you can see that here two lines, here two lines, four lines is gone. Now we have made one more common class. This common class now helpful for not only width and height. You can apply some more CSS properties will come. Actually, mostly like 5 to 10 properties will be matching there and here. 5, 5 to 10 means like suppose 7, 7, 14 lines are there. So the common properties are 7 common properties, 7 in the parent, 7 common properties are there. We'll have border, padding, margin that are similar actually. Same for the parent, same for the child divs. In that cases, you can create a one common class. Okay, you add that properties in that common class, and you can add that common class in the two classes. How you can add means by using the space. Okay, so for single element, we can add number of classes also by using with the space, by using the space. You add the space and you can add the class, space, class, space, class, like that. Number of classes you can add. Okay, no problem for that. But don't add for the IDs. ID is unique, right? ID space you can while you're adding one more ID, then it is invalid ID. Okay, that will not accept actually. So what I'm doing here, div, I'm taking div ID, some parent, instead of parent, main div. Okay, main. Now for the child, I have written like this, right? Child space common. One more, what I'm doing here, hash main. Background color. Now you can see that hash main, that background color is applied right here and here. This background color same because the for the parent background color is aqua and the child background color is this one. So both applied and remaining color is background color is that main background color is there, right? That is applied. Here it is fine. But when you try to add one more class here, ID space like that you are doing now. Okay, or otherwise you're adding same that common here. Now you can see that that is invalid. So IDs are unique. You can't do that things here. You can't add one more class or one more ID here inside that. ID is unique. You can't do that. Classes are number of classes you can add. Still you are getting C here. Parent only background color and background color that only, right? Child. For this still these common properties are applying for this parent div and child div like that. Okay. And for this div also you can add div dot common like that you can do. Okay. Div dot parent and div dot child. Now div dot parent and p. Okay. This dot parent and means that parent div inside that p. I'm selecting that div parent space p. Color I want to change it to the white color. Now you can see that this color is changed to the white color. Okay. In that way, we can do the CSS styling, okay, by using the selectors. Selectors are the important topic. Because of that only, we took almost 3 days for the selectors. Actually, this type of selector things will take one Saturday and we'll do 2 hours class like that and we'll complete. But still, that is not a correct way. Because of that only, I thought on Saturday I have canceled the class. And from Monday only, I taken this because it required 3 classes. Because important, these selectors are the important, very important. Not only CSS, jQuery also we have selectors. Both are similar only, little difference are there. Because of that difference only, I'm little bit confusing. Otherwise, remaining selectors are equal only. Okay, this is about selectors class. From tomorrow, we'll go with the real actually CSS. These selectors also CSS only, but properties in that CSS, each and every property will go with the like font properties, text properties. Okay, colors are there, right? In how many ways we can apply the colors? You can see here. Here the aqua is color name, and here what about this color? Okay, so these type of color things we'll discuss first, and after that we will move to the properties. Okay, different type of properties. So this is about today class, everyone. Okay, bye everyone. Thanks. I have another meeting. I'm ending that.